0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Johnny Hecker on to punt.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
1st down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. It's Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott already already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park. And
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA. Deshaun Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
For the point after.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So, as mentioned, Charles, the regular season debut of this really beautiful new stadium in Inglewood, going to be housing the Rams and the Chargers who play next week. But, what do you think? What's your first impression of it?
Oh, it's awfully favorable, Brandon, when you think about what's gone into putting this stadium together, the thought process, putting together 2 teams, the Rams and the Chargers, and what they would like to see in the stadium, and making sure it all comes together. Plus, the way that they've done things with how they're lighting this place so that it feels like it.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's second down.
25-yard line.
This is Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Rolling to his right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Goodwin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Rams 35. Cowboys 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 34. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The Rams take over first.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
Complete to
They'll
Van
contain him to
Jefferson.
just 4. Second
4
down.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Rams.
On first down, it's Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Rams 42, Cowboys 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, it's Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Smith. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that'll make it second and goal.
5-yard line.
Smith. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquise Goodwin there to make the grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Rams 49, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's the first NFL carry for the Rams. Todd Gurley replacement, Cam Akers. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Gibson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. They'll
try the air now with Smith. And he's he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack there by Tyrone Crawford shooting in to make the play.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Operating from the gun, Smith. And that will be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, there was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Well, now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because...
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the Rams just continue to pour it on.
The kick is
and his kick is good.
Makes the score Rams 59, Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Antonio Gibson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Smith. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Akers. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
8-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Smith. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
A 32-yard attempt.
Kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Los Angeles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.